That's why, that's like Paul Stanley, just like the Paul Stanley incident you just talked about. They're mad. They think he's an asshole because he doesn't hang out with them. He says, well, they never talked to me. They never came in, they never came to my dressing room. They never said they wanted to hang out.
Right.
He interpreted it differently. They had a certain amount of data. The data told them Paul Stanley was an asshole. Paul Stanley had a different amount of data. What he inferred was Anthrax doesn't want to hang out with him. And then when they both get together and put it all together, they go, oh shit, he would have hung out with us. It's just we never asked him to. And he says, oh, they didn't, I didn't know they thought I was an asshole. That's it. It's interpretation. So that was long and drawn out. But Bill Manning, if you want to come on the show, Mike Gutterman, you want to come on, though. Mike Gutterman's going to get it, though. Mike Gutterman was an asshole to me. So Mike Gutterman is going to get his nose rubbed in it, but good. But he won't come on. He hasn't got the guts. But Manning, it's possible. He might. And he's, like I say, he didn't block me. So at least wise, there is a communication avenue between me and him. So if he chooses to come on, I'd like to. Good.
Here's what I got to say. And generally, it's, the reason the two guys that I made nicknames for, and even that, we did it for a week or so, and I'm kind of done with it. But the reason being is both these guys at one point showed an interest, and then shut it down later on coming on the show and to us. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, you have a right to do so, but now I think you're a dick, and you're probably lying from the beginning.
Yeah,
because you wasted time.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Go ahead. No,
I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Once you wasted my time, then you're a dick, and I don't care. I'll say whatever I want to say. Yeah.
I'm kind of done calling those guys those names too. But that we were mad because they disrespected us. We didn't do anything to them. We offered them. We were actually concerned about what was happening, and we really wanted to discuss this and find out what happened. And then they didn't want to come on, and now we think that it's a possibility that it was the information, the data that we got is not complete. And so, at least wise, I believe that Matt's story is, I don't say it's made up, because I don't think he went out and got a bunch of Hollywood blood and splashed it all over his face and snapped a picture. But what we do believe is that he probably, it was illegal for this guy to do what he did to Math Roberts, but, Math put himself in a bad situation and allowed himself to be, allowed that to happen. And then Josh was, Josh was kind of being a baby about it, but whatever.
Let's put it this way. They made unwise decisions that led to what they do. And neither of them ever, copped to that.
No, they never took responsibility for their part in it.
And somebody needed to tell them. And that's where I was going to come in, because I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I'm having intimate moments with my lady, and you're snapping pictures of it. We might have a word or two. I'm not saying I would go to a physical altercation, but now granted, I still think that somebody came up and goes, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing, man?" And they probably gave attitude, like, "I can do whatever the fuck I want." Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
if
that's your reasoning, let me show you what I can do.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about that. Two things that are important. One is that anybody, okay, at least in the United States, and we only speak about in the United States because we don't deal with other countries, but he has a right to take that picture of you. That is in the Constitution. He can do that.
Yes.
But here's the thing. If you run up to a guy who's taking your picture and he's not trying to do anything nasty or cause you any trouble, he's just doing his thing. and you go up there and you get nasty with him and he gets nasty back with you, then that's going to be an issue. So I would say this, if anybody's taking a picture of you, and this is for anybody, any situation where this happens, somebody takes a picture of you and you're not happy with it, be nice. Be nice. And 9 times out of 10, the guy will do one of two things. He will say, if it's digital, 9 times out of 10, he'll delete it. If it's film, he can't do anything about it. But he'll almost always say, you know what, I'll shred it. I can't prove it to you, but I'll shred it when I get home. But, would you like I can send you a copy. I can send you a print. And a lot of times people will say, yeah, okay. So, you're going to have to negotiate. Anytime that kind of situation happens on both sides, photographer and subject, you're going to have to negotiate because one, he has the total right to do that. But most of the time they will acquiesce to you because they don't want any trouble and they don't want to ruin anybody's day. They're just doing their thing, So both parties when that whole thing went down with Josh and those people, he should have done that.
Right.
But they should talk to him and say, hey man, this girl is freaking 12. That it looks a little creepy. And he says, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I was trying to get that shot, and no sweat, I won't bother you guys again." And but because he couldn't delete it, it's on film. And then as far as math goes, I'm pretty sure I know what happened there because we've seen some of his other pictures, taking pictures of men taking a piss in a public restroom, taking a picture of ass grabbing. That guy's friggin' out of hand, and I think that's probably what happened with him.
I do have a reasonable assumption of privacy, even in a public bathroom. And if that guy had snapped that photo, his camera would have been wrapped in the middle of his eyeball.
Okay, yeah, that's different. That's different.
That is a crime.
You do, yeah, that is a crime to do that. That is a crime. That is when you're in a public restroom, you have a reasonable expectation of privacy. Also, that'd be some kind of a sex offense, I think. I mean, it's a stretch, but how the law works. So that might be some kind of a sex offense, like sexual battery or something like that, or something like that. I don't know how legal, like a criminal it is. I imagine it is, but it's probably, but by posting that, it's probably some form of sexual harassment. So you end up having to sign yourself up as a sex offender. Oh well. All right, so we'll chop this one up, and I'm gonna try to, like I said, like we were doing the last time, chopping it up and pushing it out in multiple episodes, and that way we won't have to, we can take weekends off and shit. All right, man. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, bye.